Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we've got a roller coaster review for the first time in what seems like forever, and for this one we've got a big one. We're going to start off big. It's going to be for Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point in the US. Now this ride is widely regarded by a lot of enthusiasts and normal members of the public alike as the best roller coaster on the planet, and at the moment I kind of completely agree with them. It's absolutely stunning. In fairness, we did get a little bit fortunate, but our first ever ride on it happened to be a front row dark ride, which set the bar pretty high to start with. So yeah, overall, really enjoyed this ride. It has, as you probably have heard from other reviews and stuff like that, it has extremely good airtime, lots of it. It's a smooth, comfortable ride. It's a long ride. It technically has a 90-degree drop as well, which says a lot when it's not one of the best parts of the ride, and is actually one of the things where you completely forget about it most of the time. That's just how good the rest of the layout is. In fairness, I can't really criticise the ride itself in terms of the layout, design, stuff like that. What I can criticise is the operations. And now this is mainly down to people filming on it, people for whatever reason throwing hot sauce at people while on it and stuff like that. There's lots of crazy things which seem to be going on with this ride from time to time. And that's just led to Cedar Point introducing policies which makes sense on paper and stuff like that, but very much slow down the operations, very much mean this ride is not as good as it should be because you kind of get frustrated with it. So you're just there like, effectively you feel like you're being punished by the actions of other people, less people who aren't thinking or shouldn't really have been allowed to get away with what they did. And it just means that the ride itself just takes a little nosedive when you talk about like the operations and effectively the policies the park has. So for those who don't know, you are effectively have to go through a metal detector before going on it, and luckily you are allowed to take your items on the ride, but they should be stored in a plastic bag just underneath the seat. Now, as you can imagine, this does lead to slightly longer dispatches because obviously people are fiddling about putting their items in the bag, and obviously going through the metal detector and then having to sort it out kind of also adds a little delay to it as well. Now, I do appreciate it isn't the only ride to do this, but it's one of those things where it's just a little bit of a pet hate, And when the ride is so good, when you have so much fantastic airtime, you have a phenomenal drop, really good inversions, a really long, smooth ride, generally really comfortable, which, generally speaking, will leave you open-mouthed at the end of it. It's just this slight, just takes off the edge of it. Now, I know the thing of, no roller coaster is perfect, and it almost proves the point of it, where it just takes that little bit off. Don't get me wrong, this ride definitely has some proper star moments. So the first two airtime hills after the main drop are absolutely phenomenal, especially the one which banks slightly outwards. Jesus, I have been sent flying out of that one before. And I also will be honest, I think it's the third inversion. I have actually completely been confused as to which way up was afterwards beforehand as well. But overall, I will be honest, if I was to give this score a score out of 100, I'd probably say it's 98, 97, around there. It's almost flawless. Almost. Just not quite. The policies and operations just bring it back. Oh, and the fact it has no theming as well kind of slightly brings it back. But theming's not that important overall. But the ride itself has amazing airtime and stuff like that. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I will be honest, I think quite a lot of people will agree with the points raised in it. It's, I think, a fairly fair assessment of the ride itself. And here's the thing, it's clearly my number one coaster at the moment. It's absolutely stunning and is worth making the trip to Cedar Point on its own if it was the only thing there. So it's, just generally fantastic. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more theme park information videos, and hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Right, catch you guys later.